So I remember being a teenager and being completely consumed about getting my license. The day that I turned 14 years old, I got my permit. And for the next 12 months, all I could think about was getting my license. Why? Because license meant freedom for me. And literally for 12 months, all I could think about and I was consumed with was getting my license and getting my freedom. And finally, the day that I turned 15, I got my license. And before I go on with the story, can you believe they give licenses out to 15-year-olds? Especially me, I was crazy. All right, so I get my license, and shortly after, I'm at a friend's house really late at night one night, and it was probably around 11 p.m. or midnight, and I was backing out. I had a pretty new Ford F-150 truck, and I was backing out. Now, let me pause the story here. I was not drinking at the time, okay? You might think that I was when you hear the story, but I wasn't drinking, okay? I'm just a really bad driver. Anyway, so I'm backing out of the driveway, all right? And I didn't see that behind me kind of parked. I was coming out this way, this way, and my friend's Ford Bronco was right here, and I didn't see it. So I'm backing out, and boom, I hit it. All right, I look back, and I see that my rear bumper is connected and jammed into his front bumper. So I try to press on the gas pedal and nothing happens. It's stuck. I don't know what to do. So I just put the pedal to the metal and floor it as fast as I can. And for about 100 yards, I drag my friend's Ford Bronco, which is in park, all the way down the street. Still connected, never detached. All right, totally crazy. Now, why on earth would I share that story with you? Well, for about 2 years, I was just completely consumed with myself and what I wanted, which was to get a driver's license. And then when I got my driver's license, all I could think about is what I was going to do with it and who I was going to hang out with and what girls I was going to ask out because I had a car and all that stuff, all right? And the truth is that a lot of teenagers and us adults, and maybe even just as human beings, what we do is we just think mostly of ourselves. We forget that there's other people that are there around us in our everyday lives. And the truth is that Jesus, what he does is he teaches us a different way to live. And that life that he calls us to live is full of humility. And humility, if I could say that correctly, I get that word conjumbled in my mind. What that basically means is we put aside ourselves and focus on others. And that's the life that Jesus calls us to live. In fact, that's why we created this lesson on humility. It's something that you can use to help your students have that attitude just like Jesus. And the truth is that sure, there's a lot of us that are selfish, and a lot of us, or maybe even most of us, think of ourselves more than other people. But the truth is that, I say that a lot, the truth is, but the thing is that, I just had youth group last Sunday. I'm recording this on Monday, and we had youth group on Sunday, and I was just reflecting on how awesome it is that this group of students and your group of students in your youth group, I see that they really do put others first often, and they really do think of other people often. And I think, man, how awesome is God that he can take us selfish, crazy human beings and even teenagers, right? And help them to put other people first. What an amazing opportunity we as youth leaders have to be able to be a part of what God is doing in the lives of students. And in this case, hopefully, he's forming them to become more humble, okay? And anyway, great lesson. So here's the deal. If you are if you're watching this video on YouTube, then what you want to do is click the link below this video and it'll bring you to the lesson, and you can check out the lesson there. And then if you're watching this on the blog, ministrytoyouth.com, just look for the little link in the blog post where the lesson is, and you'll be able to click that and then get the PDF version of the lesson. That way you can take it and share it with volunteers or save it on your computer or whatever you want to do with that. My name is Nick Diliberto, creator of Ministry to Youth, and thanks for watching this video.